Working at Caterpillar has been a family affair for the Feucht clan through 5 generations, starting in 1926 through today. Meet third-generation employee Dennis Feucht, whose father and other family members have worked at Cat over these many years. Now, Dennis started his Cat career in 1961 as an engineer in engine design, working for nearly 4 decades. In fact, he was one of the company's most prolific inventors, earning 40-plus patents and seeing a lot of history made. In the 1960s, Dennis was witness to the company getting its first mainframe computer.
Well, it took up a whole room. But I was working here as a test engineer in the engine lab. I got to messing around with valve train design, and I became pretty good at that. And I wound up figuring out how I could design camshafts on the computer rather than doing it by hand.
Dennis inherited some of his talents from his father, a second-generation employee who made a little history of his own.
He was a good engineer even though he never had an engineering degree. And so Dad was a tool and die maker all his life as a machinist. He made parts that went on the moon rockets that went to the moon. He actually designed one of those parts when the engineers designed a part that didn't work, and Dad redesigned it so it would work. And then also he got to talk to Werner von Braun, who was in charge of the moon rocket program, while he was getting his parts to work. So in reality, Dad knew how to make things go.
As the unofficial Feucht family historian, Dennis's son Joel knows these stories well. Joel says Caterpillar's been part of their family's dinner table discussion for nearly 100 years.
My great-grandfather started with Caterpillar in 1926, so 1 year after Caterpillar formally formed, and he worked on second shift on the assembly line, building tractors was kind of his thing. And in 1935, my grandfather on my mom's side started, and then my dad's dad, he came along just about that time frame too, working through 1974 when my grandfather retired. But then Dad in 1961 started. He worked 40 years through 2001, and then I came in 88, my brother in 1994, and now my son and his cousin are the 5th generation of Caterpillar employees. And we're very proud of that.
Both father and son compare the bond within their family at home with a well-built team at Caterpillar.
When I look at Caterpillar, Caterpillar makes products that are quality products that are required to maintain the infrastructure of the world, build buildings, provide power, drill for oil, oil cracking, transport all kinds of fuels and stuff. Caterpillar provides this kind of product that, in doing so, they provide good job security for my children and my grandchildren, and I feel really good about that.
Summarize Caterpillar in one word, I would say family. That's the relational aspect of who we are, and it's the power of our connections with the customers and the dealers. We don't always agree on everything, of course, like a family. We always come to a solution that makes the most sense.